Hey, what's going on, everybody? Your boy Blake, Money Blake, with another episode of Loaded Joe's MMA podcast. How's everybody out there doing? Wherever you're at, whatever you're doing, I want to thank you for tuning in. I want to thank you for getting us. We're almost at 2K followers on Twitters. We're almost at 1K followers on Facebooks. And we haven't had the page up for too long. We haven't been doing the videos for too long. And I want to thank y'all for doing this, because without you, there's no me. And I just want to keep y'all laughing and talking some shit about MMA. So thank you so much, everybody out there. Shout outs real quick to all of our sponsors: Fight Book MMA, NOP Media, Austin Kickboxing Academy, Zen Soap, Elite Sports, Gear Athletics.
Say Zen?
What's that now?
You got a soap sponsor?
Yes, brother.
That's baller, man. That's so cool. You gotta hook me up with some soap, man. I stink,
bro. I got you. Shh. Stay on after the show. I got you, bro. I'll connect you with some shit. And then Gear Athletics, getgearworldwide.com. If everybody wants to know who the hell's talking to me, let me give him a quick introduction real quick. This man's been to the UFC. This man's been across the globe, been fighting everybody and their mama. And then he headlines a show. This Saturday, it's Shamrock FC 286. He'll be fighting Aaron Highfield. We got the man. Well, it used to be the Librarian, right? Is it still it? Jake Lindsey.
Yeah, it's the Librarian, baby. That's what it is.
I was thinking about it. I didn't want to ask you. I had this whole thing made up in my mind. I'm like, his name is the Librarian probably because, like, he gonna fuck you up like you owe him, some book money. But I didn't know if that was the case.
Right, no. I like to tell people that I used to beat people up with books, right? And like Joe Pesci people with books, but I literally was a librarian for 7 years.
Okay. Well, that explains. All right. That explains all the frustration in the cage.
What's that?
I said that explains all the frustration in the cage.
Yeah. all the weird people I had to deal with in the library.
Yeah, man. Get some fucktards, huh? But it's all good, man. We got you here, Jake.
Yeah, the library, just to interject there, the library, man, there's a lot of really cool people there, but it's like a beacon for kind of weird people. You get some weirdos that come through the door. It's a public place. There's free internet. There's chairs to sit in. You know what I mean? There's people for them to talk to. We had one guy, we used to call him Afro Ninja. He walks in with a sword strapped to his back, like a ninja sword.
Oh, all right.
And he legitly thought he was a ninja, and other ninjas were after him. So, I mean, that's what you have to deal with every day at the library. It's more hardcore than you think, bro.
Thug life, dude. Did he protect the library? Was that his sanctuary, or was he gonna attack people there?
No, he actually I had to kick him out. He explained it to me that he actually had ninjas following him around, and he had to have the sword to protect himself.
All right. Well, maybe a lot doesn't. That sounds super weird. But I live here in Austin, Texas, and we got a lot of weird motherfuckers here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, our city motto is "Keep Austin Weird." So if that doesn't say something, goddamn, I don't know what does.
Yeah, I got you. I was down there for New Year's a couple years back.
Oh yeah, did you go to 6th Street?
Is that the really long yeah? I went down to 6th Street, man. It got crazy. I almost got I had like 3 or 4 girls, these little gangbanger chicks. They wanted my spot in the pizza line, so they were like trying to intimidate me out, and they were like gonna beat me up and stuff, and I was like, yeah, it's probably not a good idea. And I was drunk and hungry, so I was like, it's not a good idea don't try to take a man's pizza at 3 a.m. All right, something might happen to you.
Especially at Junk, man. Like, you see some shit happen over some people fighting for some pizza down there, man.
Right. And I wasn't just any drunk. I was whiskey drunk, which, you know what I mean? That's like a more volatile situation. It's not like I was drinking wine all night. This is New Year's, and I was taking shots of whiskey all night long.
It turned up the Hulk volume a little bit right there, right? Like it goes 0 to 100 real quick at that point.
Right. Yeah. I don't I quit drinking it years ago, to be honest with you.
Oh, yeah. My girlfriend hates it when I drink it, right? Like, she's like, don't drink it when we go out. Just drink beer. because you turn into a dick. I like to drink it
Right.
though and watch fight. Like I like to be away from her and drink it and watch fights when she's asleep. I don't fuck with
Right.
nobody, and nobody fucks with me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, everyone has that whiskey story where they wake up and they're like, "Oh my god, what did I do?" Like the level of regret I have from whiskey is probably more than anything else, to be honest with you.
Dude, yeah. I remember for my birthday one time, to talk about like one of those stories. I got so drunk on my birthday. It was 2015, and my birthday it's in the middle of July, or kind of beginning middle of July. It's the 13th, and like, do you remember 2015 there was the Connor card when he fought Chad Mendez?
Right.
So, and it's my girlfriend. We were celebrating her birthday too. Her birthday is the 15th and mine's the 13th. And so we were celebrating that night. We had the fights, and I got whiskey drunk. And I woke up. I didn't even know who the hell won the fights. I was half naked asleep on the couch, and I'm like, where the fuck is my bed? I'm in my own house. Why am I here? Oh, man. I had to rewatch the fights. It was god-awful, man.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
bro.
Crazy, man. That whiskey will get you.
It really will, man. Ain't no joke, bro. But man, talk about no joke, man. You're no joke in the cage. How's training been going up into this point? How you feeling? How you doing? What's this week like for you? You know, we're almost fight day type shit. You know what I'm saying?
I would say, I mean, normally, I really haven't had like a camp for this one. I don't know, like, if I basically had my last fight, took a couple weeks off, and then I just been training, you know, like getting after it, getting good conditioning in, and I got so tired of, like, I wanted to fight so bad. I was like, man, I'm sick of waiting. So I literally messaged every promotion I know, and I was like, hey, I'll fight anytime, any place. I want to be very active, you know.
Yeah.
I was getting stir crazy, and I actually messaged the guys at Shamrock, and I was like, hey, man, let me fight your boy Bobby Volker, and I'll fight him for free, right? Because I really wanted that fight, and I was dead serious. And then this fight just kind of got dropped on my lap about a week and a half ago. This guy's opponent, Aaron's opponent, fell out.
Oh no,
right?
okay.
Yeah, he got injured, so they're like, hey, do you want to fight Aaron? I was like, you know, fuck yeah, I want to fight Aaron. Like, because the winner, the whole deal is the winner of me and him gets to fight the winner of Zach Busia and Bobby Volker, and they're fighting for the belt.
Oh right.
So I was like, yeah, no question. I was like, a week and a half notice. I mean, I'm in great shape. It's actually really nice because I didn't have 8 weeks to think about it. You know what I mean? I'm nice and relaxed. I'm in good shape. I haven't overtrained, you know. So
Right.
Good. 5 weeks been really nice, relaxed. Right now, I'm just doing my dad thing. I got the kids running around. I actually just had my daughter bring me a piece of poop.
What?
Yeah, I'll put that in context here. Yeah.
Please
She's
do.
running around with her.
Okay.
My girl's trying to get both of them ready for bed, so she had a little potty situation. She had some whiskey earlier, you know, and she brought it to me as a present right when we started talking. It's funny, but I'm just hanging out with my kids, man, relaxing, and I'll keep it low key until we get to the venue, till I see my opponent. Then I'm gonna up the intensity, and we get in the cage. I'm gonna try to kill him, essentially, and then hug him afterwards.
Well, that's what the sport's about. And as far as the poop is concerned, it's the thought that counts, right? When it's your daughter, you know.
Yeah. She brought it to me. She brought it to me in love. You know what I mean? It wasn't a
hateful poop.
I was like, "What is that? Is that like dirt?" I was like, "Oh no, it's poop." But hey, I have 2 little girls, and you get used to that shit real quick.
Yeah.
You know.
I have a stepdaughter, and I've raised her since she was 2 years old. She's gonna be 7, and so I got to clean her poop a lot, and be through all the potty training days. So yeah, that's always fun, man.
Kids are enthusiastic about everything. Doesn't matter what it is, man. Like they'll doesn't matter what they'll bring a stick in and be like, "Ooh, look at this stick!" It's like the most magical thing, and I try to take a lot. I try to learn from that because like you're doing your daily grind, you get stressed out about all these stupid little things like money, like all that crap doesn't matter. Like I just try to enjoy myself nowadays. My kids really taught me how to do that.
Yeah, they will do that, man. Their imagination, their creativity, kind of. It goes places and takes you places, man, and that's what it's all about, bro. So
I'm kind of a and I have a weird sense of humor, and I'm like a big little kid, so it gives me an excuse to be a little kid all the time now. I don't have to feel weird about it.
Right, yeah, exactly. It's like you can give somebody else your poop and be like, listen, this is not weird. I gave it to you with love.
That's only on whiskey drunk night, man. Like that's
Oh man, I love it. This conversation probably did not go the way you thought it was going to be. You're like, I got to do another MMA one. It's not going to be about poop. I love it.
hey, it is what it is. I enjoy it.
How many of these do you do, man? Like, do you get a lot of the same questions when you do a whole bunch of these, man?
Yeah, and it's the cool thing about having like a more casual podcast because you have like or an interview is and like the real serious ones they have like very serious MMA journalist questions.
Right.
They want to know your game plan. And dude, I will rant on that. I will get in depth on answering those questions. The problem being the interview takes like an hour and a half because if they're being all serious, I'll be completely serious and I'll break it down like I'm a college professor. I'll talk about every little tiny point of my game plan but I like just it's sometimes it's refreshing just to sit here and shoot the shit about stuff,
And that's the way I like to keep it, man. Like, it's MMA podcast. We could talk some MMA, but like, let's get to know the MMA fighter. Let's not, I don't need to know like, what do you think? What round are you gonna? Who gives a fuck? What round you're gonna finish? Like, dude, you're gonna,
right.
You're going in there to try and win. Like, who gives a fuck? Like, how?
Yeah. Everyone kind of knows everyone really generally knows what the situation is going to be. Like, I'm going to go in there. I have specific things I'm going to do. I've watched his fights. I see what he's not good at. I see what he's good at. But generally, I'm going to try to kick his ass. It's like that's generally the goal, right? That's the main idea. And I feel like when you overcomplicate it in your brain, like sometimes it doesn't let you flow and be so smooth in the ring. You just got to go in there and be relaxed and just go. Just let it go,
Yeah, and I liked how you said earlier, you don't have time to think about, like, what is my opponent going to do or what's this and that. Like, you got time to worry about you, and you got time to get in the cage, and, like, that's about it, So,
right.
Fucking right, man. I love it. Are you a big fan of, like, I mean, it sounds like from what you're telling me, you a big fan of, like, breaking down fights? Do you like to break down shit and watch film footage and shit?
Yeah, I don't like to do it necessarily for myself, like for guys I'm fighting, just because like, I'll watch their videos a little bit. And I'll see general things like, okay, they do this well. He has a really good left hook, or he has a really good double leg, and then I'll see what he does bad generally. But I don't try to watch too much because I get in my own head about it, and I don't want to lay in bed 7 weeks out from a fight and not sleep because I'm thinking about fighting some dude. Like,
right.
I want to think about my pretty ass girlfriend, not some dude. I really enjoy doing it for guys, my teammates, and I do it as well because I sports bet quite a bit, and I am very good at breaking down footage for that. We were just talking about this the last fight card because we'll be watching fights together, and I'll say after the first round starts, about 3 minutes in, I'll see something. I'll say he's gonna get clipped with a left hook. This is gonna happen. And about 50% of the time, that's what happens. So, and plus, when I put money on it, I really get into it. I watch all the videos. I do everything. So I really do enjoy breaking it down. But for myself, I just try not to overthink it. I try not to overthink it. That's what my teammates are for. It's their turn to break the shit down for me.
Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, I like doing that, man. A lot of people. They like to. I get invited to go on other podcasts, and they want me to. I don't do prediction videos and shit like that, but they want me to go do predictions. So I'm like, all right, let's hop to it. I'm gonna go break down some film footage and watch the last 5-6 fights these guys did, and get balls deep in it, man. Do you have like a? I know I do, but do you have like a preference on like? I like to go. You like to watch somebody else breaking down, like Robin Black. He does a fucking great job, There's like Rapid MMA, like they do some good shit. BJJ Scout, you know what I'm saying?
What I'll do is honestly, I'll watch the footage myself. Robin Black's really good, and he does a really good breakdown. But I prefer to do it myself. The only place I'll go, and you didn't mention it, is there's a YouTube channel called Jack Slack.
I love Jack Slack. Yeah, he's good, man.
He does a really good breakdown video. And honestly, I'm probably going to steal some of those from you because I probably should. When I'm throwing money down, and I'm actually quite good at. I'm way ahead of I think I put in $100 last time I started just to have fun with it, and I'm up like $2,000.
Oh
So
shit!
I'm doing pretty well with it. But since I'm putting money at it, I probably should go to those websites. And I get distracted, man. When I'm online, I have 2 kids, so I like to be playing video games or, reading an article or something like that. I don't like to, I get too distracted when I get online. I just go from one thing to the other.
It's like
Find
that.
myself weird, like medical maggot videos on YouTube at 3 a.m. Like, how'd I get here? I started watching videos.
Right.
Okay, I started watching video game things, and then how did I go from one to one to one?
Dude,
so.
the internet's like that. You go down these weird fucking rabbit holes, and you end up like, how am I watching Spice Girls? I didn't even like them back in the 90s. What the fuck am I doing watching the Spice Girls music video? You know what I'm saying? Like, take you down some weird places, bro.
Right. The interesting thing about the internet is, so if you break it down like this, the internet, the amount of information that a person experiences in one newspaper, let's say you go pick up the paper, the amount of information in that is about the same that a person 100 years ago would get in an entire year. So now, when a guy broke this down, so now it's kind of like we're doubling up on that. So the amount of information you can learn on the internet just from browsing like 3-4 hours a day is equivalent to somebody reading the newspaper, what they would get in a year reading the newspaper if they just read the newspaper.
Wow.
That's why I feel like there's a real thing called internet addiction, right? Like, I'm addicted to the internet. Like, right here, if my girl's right here, she'd be like putting a huge finger in my face. But it's not. It's just the easy access to information, right? For me, like, I can go look up, and my brain's always going. I want to look up X, and X, or whatever I'm looking at. I can Google it and have a plethora of information on it.
Right.
And that is why people get. That's why that happens to you. So then, like, something else pops up in your head, and before, when you had no internet, you'd be like, I wonder,
right,
how live, right? Oh wait, let me go YouTube Leech's life cycle, or let's go YouTube lion versus tiger and watch those videos for 45 minutes. It's just a big access to information, and I think that's how, like, your brain gets sucked in, man. It gets sucked in, and then and then you end up on Spice Girls video. That never happened to me. Did that happen to you? You end up on
I know a friend of mine. I'm talking about a friend of mine, man. This is a friend of mine. Like, I don't know.
Like when your girl checks your browser history, like, oh, my buddy came over earlier. Use the PC to do some homework, I think, or something. I don't know.
Right? Yeah, he just asked me to. I don't know. He borrowed it for a little bit. I don't know what Robbie was doing on my phone, but so is it addicted to the internet, or I'm gonna flip it for our benefit? Are we addicted to information?
I think it's the information, right?
I do too.
Even if it's stupid information, it's information, right? I like, I'll do the top 10 list. A lot of people get addicted, like, they'll watch tons of those, like Watch Mojo has top 10 actors who got in fights on set or something stupid like that. It's not really like useful information, like,
right.
It's stimuli that's going into your brain, and your brain gets addicted to it. Especially, I notice guys get addicted to the internet a lot more because they have this hands-on. They like to learn things. They want to see how the gears work in things. So you can do that a lot easier online. I think women spend more money on the internet. Now that most of porn is free, guys don't spend as much money anymore, I don't think.
This is true, man. I got a couple sites. I'm not telling anybody. I got to hang out on my sites, but I love it, man.
It's not like when guys would, like, have a stash, a collection. You know what I mean? I grew up, I had older friends that had, like, a stash, because I always hung out with older guys, which was a good experience and then also a bad experience at the same time. I got in a lot more trouble, but now guys don't have stashes anymore. They just have specific websites. Like, hey, dude, you should check out this video. This is the cream of the crop video, right?
Oh man, the craziest is when you send it in a link, or like I've had guys like send me, oh, you got to watch this girl, because I'm like, wait a minute, did you beat off to this before? Because now I kind of feel dirty. Like, I don't know how I feel about this. It's probably going to happen, but I don't know how I feel about this.
Yeah, there's an interesting article not too long ago that what was it? They kind of like broke it down. Any girl that you've dated, like I think on average 20 guys think about her in a sexual fashion and or possibly masturbate thinking about her a year.
Well, all right.
Yeah, this is a scientific study they did.
That's crazy. But yeah, so all that scientific studies aside and stuff like that, man, let's do this thing. Let's get a little bit closer to further into the evening. I know you got to get along with your family, man. I like to do a thing. Oh, what's this? Oh, that's your daughter?
Yeah. Baby, come here. She's playing. I have this really old. It's from it's like 1765. It's a hat that my buddy got. It's like a rice picker hat. Let me find it here. Let me see.
Like from like China?
Yeah. Boom.
Oh, he got the Raiden hat.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
That. I have a whole plethora of really old, like kind of like neat little artifacts from little places, and I kept them all in really good condition. But once I had kids and they found the box, I was like, all right, it's toys now. It's all good.
Had to let it go, man. Pass it on to the next generation. I love it, man. There's a thing I like to do, man. Oh, there she is wearing it. Oh, my God. That's fucking awesome, man. There's a thing I like to do close to the end of the interview, man. It's called random ass questions. And all I'm going to do, man, just drop like 5 or 6 random ass questions.
You want to? Oh, 1 second. What's something random? There's a spider on my bed.
What? The fuck?
See that?
Oh my God.
Sorry, buddy. I'm doing it, but you can't be. I can't have you around my kid like that, bro.
Oh man, we gotta protect.
Okay,
him.
Get it done, man.
Let's do it, man. First random ass question. I got it. It's the Loaded Joe's MMA podcast. I gotta ask it, man. Favorite drink at the bar?
That would be a Librarian.
What the fuck is a Librarian?
So obviously, it's a probably most people think it's disgusting. I've met one dude who liked it. It's a tequila water lime juice, but it's like 90% tequila water and a little bit of lime juice. You can throw in it's basically straight tequila. You can throw in you can throw in a little bit of diet or whatever, some Pepsi in there. But the key to it is it has to be really crappy tequila. It can't be good tequila.
Oh, okay.
Bottom shelf. And that's my drink. That's what I like drinking. And I can drink that all night long. No problem, no hangover, no nothing. And that's why they started calling it the Librarian, because I'm the only one who ever ordered it.
That's crazy, man. I like it. That'd be some shit, though, people could do here in Texas, right? Because, like, I'm Mexican. I got a whole bunch of Mexican friends. They basically drink it that way anyways.
Right. Ironic that you say that. The only guy that I've ever met who liked it was when I was down there in
Austin?
Yeah, and when I was down there for New Year's.
Yeah, dude.
The guy was drinking it, and they literally, and I'm not bullshitting here. I'm sorry, sweetie. They called it the Johnson because that's what his last name.
That's crazy, dude. Well, yeah, dude. It sounds like some shit we do down here, to be quite honest. So, glad we're on par with that. A favorite movie of all time?
Shit. Probably Braveheart or The Departed.
Oh.
Actually, no, I got it. The Big Lebowski.
Oh. I love it,
sure.
man.
That movie. We used to put on. We'd be playing video games and we'd put on that movie on cycle. Can you grab the bottles, please? We would watch it all night long, getting drunk and play. It's I like probably The Departed more for a serious movie, but for like in general, The Big Lebowski all day.
There's the money, Lebowski.
There is the money.
I love it, man. Because I'm Johnson. I'm just the dude. I love it, man. That's a classic movie. Okay, favorite MMA fighter of all time?
I enjoy Takanori Gomi, especially back in his Pride days. I also like Aoki Shinya.
Shin I love Shin
Probably, I can't say of all time. Gomi's the guy who got me into the sport. Like I started fighting because of him. So I'll just stick with it. I'll just say Gomi. I'll stick with Gomi on that.
For sure. Most exciting experience of your life?
Can it be bad exciting or does it have to be good exciting?
That's whatever it means to you. That's the beauty of this, Jake.
Okay. In terms of like straight excitement, will you shut my door, please, sweetie? In terms of straight excitement, I would probably say, and this is bad excitement, one time I almost got knifed by a 350-pound redneck guy.
What?
That was complete misunderstanding. Like, it's the craziest story. And I could explain it to you if you want me to, but that's probably the most like heart-wrenching, heart-pounding moment.
Yeah, for sure.
The most positive feeling was when my daughters were born.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. What did you do to piss off the redneck?
Okay, I'll try to sum this up real quick.
Yeah.
So basically, we used to skate when we were younger, and we were at the movie theater, and we were all like, little street kids, like 14-year-old kids, and my buddy was out skating somewhere. So I guess these college guys who lived next to the spot he was skating, they're all drinking, and they all started coming over to bully him. So he hits us up on the cell, and he's like, "Hey, man, I need you guys to come down. These dudes are about to come kick my ass." And so we're like, "All right." So we leave the movie theater. We drive down there, and we have a plethora of weapons in our trunk, like bolt cutters. Not really because we're going to use it, but they could be used as weapons.
Right.
Bolt cutters. My buddy has a pocket knife, so we like pull up and jump out of the car, and we're like, what's up, guys? Like, you're, fucking with our boy, and and we weren't scared of confrontation. So one of them calls the cops. So then we go to stash these tools, like they're these weapons, right?
Right.
Bolt cutters and the screwdriver and the hammer, right? Just in case, we got the cops asked us questions, because we were threatening them with them, which is illegal. We don't,
Right,
we were trying
for sure.
So we hid them in this guy's backyard, right? So we go back 2 hours later. It's like probably like 1 p.m, and so we went and grabbed the tools. We're waiting for our buddy, and we're in this dude's backyard, right? And there's the garage and a fence, and then one way out. Like, you pull in, and it's completely blocked off. And this guy had a lot of old classic cars he was rebuilding, right?
Okay.
We're sitting there, and we hear this dog barking the entire time. And all of a sudden, the dog starts barking, and I'm like, why'd the dog stop barking? And this drunk, redneck, huge guy, I mean, this is like, he was like Big Country, but bigger, right? Comes running in the corner, drunk as shit. He thinks we're robbing him because we're holding bolt cutters and stuff. He's like, "You guys trying to take my goddamn car?" Like, and this guy pulls out the biggest Bowie knife I've ever seen. What he was doing with that, he was like whittling some wood. I have no clue why he had it on his person. He has little jean shorts on that barely fit him and flip flop, right? And this huge Bowie knife, and I'm cornered, right? It's me and him, and then my friends in the street. And I'm like, no, we're not breaking into your, we're not doing all that stuff. And he's whiskey drunk.
Right.
Really bad. You can see him looking around. My buddies are like, they're cocking back their weapons like, we're going to fuck you up, and I'm like, no, don't say that. And so eventually you can see it in his eyes, man. He decides he's going for it. So he like starts walking towards me, and he is rearing back this knife. And I'm like, holy shit, man. Like, my heart, I was panicking. And then my buddy actually threw a rock, and it clipped him right in the side of the head. Big old rock. Clipped him, and like, it gave me the opportunity to run by him. And I ran right around him, and he swung that knife at me. And I'm telling you, like, I'm not bullshitting. I have correlated. I slide back, and that thing goes, and I take off, and we all just book. And this guy is in hot pursuit in his little jean shorts and his flip-flops. And I turn the corner, and there's a biker bar right there. And I stop, and I tell these bikers, I'm like, hey, this guy's trying to molest me. And I run off.
Oh, my God.
And we never went back, and we never heard from it. That's the first time I've ever told that story publicly.
Wow. So. Well, I appreciate it. That should have been told years. That's the most exciting story I think I've heard, like, in a long ass time, dude. Like, That's some shit that needs to be in a movie.
We were gonna make a podcast that we do, or a YouTube channel where we animated all of our stories. Because
yeah.
Time I ever started drinking, I got drunk on Everclear when I was 12.
Oh hell.
So idea of how I grew up. Like I grew up really fast, and I hung out with older guys, so we were constantly having these crazy scenarios happen. But that was probably the scariest one for me.
That's fucking crazy, dude. That is fucking crazy. All right, let's flip this on a little bit more positive. Last question, then we'll get you on out of here, man. Vacation spot you've never been to but always wanted to go to.
I want to go to Okinawa, Japan.
All right.
That's a vacation spot, but I've always wanted to go to Japan. I love the culture. I think it's really beautiful there too. So I love sushi. So gotta go.
You're gonna fit right in, and Shinya Aoki and Gummy probably be over there. You can hang out with them.
Yeah.
I love it, Jake. Please let people know, man, where they could find you on social media. Shout out the fight, shout out the venue, all that good shit, man. Sell yourself right now. You know what to do. This is your time.
Hey, man, I want to thank Shamrock for setting this fight up, man. They're really enthusiastic about putting on good fights. That's why I want to fight for them. I want to thank my girl. I want to thank Combative Sports Center, my gym. You can hit me at Twitter at Jake Librarian. I don't use Instagram anymore. Got in too much trouble. I don't use Snapchat. Got in too much trouble. Not with my girl, but with other things. And that's it, man. Check it out this Friday on the Shamrock FC website, man. I'm gonna put them hands, baby, them hands on somebody's face. Loser buys a beer.
There it is, man. Jake, I love it. Thank you so much for the time. Best of luck. Train hard, train safe, and hopefully we can have you back on, man. Talk some more stories, talk some more shit, and yeah,
Anytime. Anytime.
I love it, man. Will you have?
Man.
Oh, you're very welcome, my man. Thank you so much for taking the time. You do have a good rest of the night, my man.
All right, peace, buddy.
All right, peace.